Pirates games. You know, Pirate baseball and baseball in general is America's best pastime, and there's nothing like it out there. And it's an amazing opportunity that we believe that everyone should have the opportunity to experience at some point. So we're very honored to have that opportunity to provide tickets to community organizations.
That's another good reason too, Chaz, as to why people should be buying season tickets. Because when you buy season tickets, if you have seats left over, you can get full value of them by turning them into the program that Chaz was just talking about, and they will distribute them out to Big Brothers, to the different programs, all the different
Correct.
programs out there, so that you know that your tickets are being used in a good way, and then you can take the tax deduction. So you get full value of your Pirate tickets, and that's another valuable reason to buy Pirate season tickets.
All right, well, I appreciate you speaking to the callers, but it looks like we may have one left, so that would be caller 4. I think it's your turn again.
We have caller 4. Hello.
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 Hi, Al.
Hey, is this who I think it is?
Yes, it is.
All right, well, can you announce your first name, who I think it is?
My name is Verna.
And we did say a happy birthday.
Out to LT.
Yeah, and you also had a birthday recently, so
Yes,
happy
mine
belated
was
birthday.
on the 23rd, and a friend of mine named Lee,
There you
his
go.
birthday was on the 23rd also, and my nephew, he had his birthday. His name was Meshach.
Well, happy birthday to everybody then. So do you have a question for any of the people up here?
I just want to say that I really enjoyed the Pirates this year.
We appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that.
Keep coming out and seeing them next year.
Yes, I will, and I did go to a game, and that ticket was available because I was a volunteer for the Pittsburgh Marathon.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We appreciate you coming
So,
out, and
I'm very glad that I was able to come out to the game, and just
well, good.
Well, yeah, Verna, if you can lower your TV, then you won't get the feedback.
okay, just a minute.
Because if you don't lower it, you're going to get double Verna. It may not be good. I don't know.
That could be amazing.
And double comb over Allen. That would be scary.
Now that I would agree.
Hey, wait a minute,
Ah.
you. Hey, this guy off camera, he's asking me, are you married? I'm like, no. He said, why not? I said, a free agent, free agent.
All right. I hope
Never
this
mind.
is all right now.
He's all right.
Well, good. Well, we appreciate that you coming out to the ballpark, and like I said, I hope that you will revisit us next year, and we hope that you will continue to support the Pirates. You know, we definitely are on TV, we're on the radio, so if you can't get down there, we definitely want to encourage you to watch us and listen to us on radio and TV, but we hope that everyone at least tries to come down at least once throughout the season.
That sounds good. All right, Verna, or do you have any more
I
statements?
just want to say that just thank the players for doing their best, and
All right.
and the organization because it's been a good year.
All right, well, it's been a good year. Well, with that, we're going to go into some tougher questions for Chaz because he deserves it.
Okay, come on, bring them.
You know, he give me a hard time, Verna, so maybe I'll have to have you take care of my business.
All right, come on, Al, bring them on, sir.
All right, well,
I've been prepared for you.
Good night, Verna. Are you still there? No, I guess not. Well, good night, Verna. Now, actually, these are not tough questions.
Okay.
I see that in 2006, you came up with an idea, Disability Awareness Night.
Correct.
First of all, why do you feel there's a need to have a Disability Awareness Night?
I think it's important that we, as somebody that uses a manual wheelchair for my main mobility, I think it's important that we have opportunities and the platform to really recognize and celebrate our disability. There are celebrations for a variety of things around the region, and I saw a lack of celebration for people with disabilities and with special needs. And I also think that we're stronger in numbers, so I thought it was very important for us to have a platform for us to come together, recognize our differences, but recognize how together we're stronger. And I also found that there's a common denominator, and that's the resources that we use. So I wanted to bring all the variety of resources together so that way someone with a disability or special need could come down to the best ballpark and the most accessible ballpark in the country to be able to get resources, learn about the different services and programs that are out there. And, I felt that there was no other better place to do that at than PNC Park.
Okay.
So that definitely,
glad you did.
well, thank you very much. That is one of my programs I'm very proud of, and we will have it again, God willing, in 2012.
Now, who are some of the vendors or agencies or what have you that would attend this? Could you tell us more about that?
Sure. Basically,
And what can a person possibly learn at this point when they are there?
This year we had over 1,500 people attend.
Wow,
And
that's a
we
lot of
had
people.
27 vendors along with live music. So basically it was the vendors included Mobility Works, Achieva, Three Rivers Center for Independent Living, the Hope Network, a variety of vendors that provide a variety of services. Some equipment, some services, some social service agencies. We had services on providers for hearing impaired, visual impairment, mental health was represented, and physical disabilities were all represented. So it's an opportunity for us to all come together and really showcase our abilities and really come together as a community.
Right, and I also believe that people that have disabilities, I don't know what a better word would be for that because it might be, I don't know what would be a good word, but I find that people with so-called disabilities in most ways have the same abilities as the person that supposedly doesn't have
Correct.
a disability. And I think the awareness thing, I would like to see more of that. The only thing that concerns me is that unfortunately, if you have a disability awareness night, I think that's great. Congratulations, it's a wonderful thing. But I would like to see more of the so-called able-bodied people attend that. And I would like to see instead of 1,500, how about we go with 15,000?
Well, here's
because we've got to get
good.
more people so that in the workplace and in school and everywhere, people that supposedly have disability, that should become almost invisible.
Well, here's what
And
I
that's what I like to say.
Here's what I forgot to mention. That was 1,500 people that just purchased a ticket for Disability Awareness Night.
good.
So that's not even including the other 25,000 people
good.
that already had purchased a ticket to attend that game. So
Wow,
what we
okay.
do is we mix together those with disabilities and those
That's
without
great.
disabilities. So we do have an awareness piece that's tied in to inform,
Okay, there you go.
educate, and spread awareness to those that are without disabilities. And I think it's important that we continually realize that you have to put the person first.
Right.
So I really try to showcase us as people
Right.
and not our disability.
Exactly.
So, we have music, we have lots of interactions, we have equipment to display, we try to have vehicles and some fun toys and things like that,
That
to
sounds
really
good.
showcase that having a disability is unique, having a disability is fun, but it's not all of who we are.
Right.
We have lots of things to offer our region, and that's what we try to point out. And again, that's just a small piece of our disability efforts that take place throughout the whole season.
Okay.
And we're very proud of that event.
No, this other.
Can you tell me who's?
Go ahead.
Can you tell me whose idea it was and explain a little bit about dog night when you bring your dog to the game?
Pup night, sure. I actually
Pup
don't
night.
know, and Raj, you might have no idea either. I know ballparks and other stadiums throughout the country do similar events.
Oh, really?
And basically, people can bring out their dog. It has to have all of its proper vaccinations and shots. But you can bring your dog out. We do it once at least a month, maybe sometimes twice. It
Wow.
occurs on our deck, which is located underneath the main video board, and it is limited. So if you're interested in that, recommend that you call up to PNC Park.
So
and
the
do
dog
that
actually
early.
goes into the park for the whole game.
The whole game. It sits with
Wow.
They actually, those things sell out.
They sell out,
They
that's
sell
what I
out
mentioned,
every
yeah.
month. Every month they sell out, and then they actually they have hay and everything up there for the dogs if they
Wow.
leave themselves or whatever.
Oh
you.
my.
There's water buckets
There's
and the whole.
pepperoni outside.
Pepperoni.
So then you're like that song, except you let the dogs out.
That's right.
Oy, oy, oy. Who
That's
let
right.
the dogs out? You let the dogs out. Okay, now this is going to sound like maybe a odd question. But before we do that, you know what? I have to hold my question because Annette has a call. She's got caller number 5 on hold.
Caller number 5, you're on.
Yeah, this is Joe from Etna.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
How are you
Hi.
guys doing?
How's Etna going?
I wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Morgan there for all his time and his effort that he puts into the Buccos, and most importantly, the community. He puts a lot of time and effort into the community. So I want to give him a shout out for that.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Lifelong Pirate fan and Looney supporter. And I had a question for the panel. I was wondering if each of you have a prediction on who will represent the National League and the American League in the World Series.
Oh,
Oh, boy.
tough question. I
don't
also
even-
I also do want to echo, if I could. Ross has definitely been with the Pirates a long time, and kudos to you, my friend, for doing an amazing job with us for such a long time. My prediction at this early stage in the game in the World Series, I would like to see someone from the Pirates division represent our division in the World Series. So I would like to see the Milwaukee Brewers represent the National League as well as our division. And in the American League, I really don't have a favorite, but my prediction probably would have to be the Yankees.
Uh-oh, the Yankees again. Don't say that to Boston people.
I'm going to go with Tampa in the AL.
Okay.
And, but I too would like to see. I don't know. It's like I was brought up that way. If they're in your division, then that's who you support, and then you support your National League team, and all the way through. So I too like to see the Brewers, even though they kick our butts up there in Milwaukee on a consistent basis. We did break that string, and so now they've only won one out of the last two.
That's right.
So we can start a whole new thing next year up there. But I do like them, and I really like Dale Swain, who happens to be their bench coach, and so that's who I'm rooting for also.
All right. Do you have any other questions?
Actually, I do. I have two more. One for Dwayne. He says about the dog nights. I was looking on the calendar on the schedule, and they don't really mark that on there very well to let you know when to bring the dogs to the ballpark. Or
Yeah.
do they? Or am I mistaken on that?
We actually, the 2012 schedule was recently released, and we actually do not have times yet for the games. They have not been selected at this point. Once we receive that information from Major League Baseball with the times of all the games, at that point we will then include all of our promotions. So also we'll include the firework nights, the hats, the T-shirts, the various other promotions that we'll have. You probably can look for that probably in about 2 to 4 weeks or so.
Yeah, I've taken my dogs to the park, and it was a blast. It was one of the better times we've been at the ballpark, letting the dogs roam around up there. It was a very nice time.
We definitely will have all that information color for you at Pirate Fest, which will occur this year in December. So, but definitely keep looking on the website for that information. Again, my prediction would be 2 to 4 weeks. We should have some further information for you.
Okay, one last question for Mr. Morgan. He's dressed us over the years at these left field loony tailgates, especially the luau's. We've got wonderful straw hats and Hawaiian shirts. I'm wondering what the next gift will be. Maybe a pair of flip-flops. I'll hang up and listen to the answer.
Ross,
Thank
keep
you.
in suspense.
Well, maybe a coconut bra for you.
I'm tapping out,
But,
America.
We're not sure. We haven't really. We're gonna have to sit down and with a few beverages and figure out what we're gonna do on that one.
Hey, I have a good idea, Ross. Why don't you tell him that back in the day there was a show called Suspense? We're going to keep him in suspense and make him wait.
Got to keep waiting, Joe.
That's right, Joe. You're just going to have to wait. And Al said that, not Ross. Ross didn't say that. Al said that. Anyway, we're going to move forward. Now, let me see. I have some notes here.
I know the rest of people's predictions. I just wanna know
Me?
yeah, your predictions in the next.
I didn't even know who was in the playoffs. I'm not a baseball fan, no offense.
You trying to throw that question off then, huh?
I think I'm going to take the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th.
Well, one thing
Oh,
is,
jeez.
I don't really care
I'm
who
not
wins the
saying.
American League, but when I was at Shadyside Hospital when the season was ending,
Yeah.
and they were still playing, and I made a comment to the staff there at Shadyside Hospital, and they told me I was crazy, and I still maybe. Well, anyway, here's what my prediction was: that they would finish by sweeping Cincinnati, and then sweeping Milwaukee the last 3 games, and then hopefully Philadelphia would win the World Series, and hopefully the Phillies people would come down, and then we'd have a winning streak, and then we would clash and maybe sell out the home opener.
Oh, mamma mia.
So
We definitely will. We definitely will sell out the home opener. We having Philadelphia Phillies in for that first weekend will definitely be unique for us. It's always a good rivalry. That we love to have them come in on a weekend. Just so happens it's early April this year, so we're excited. And I always find it amazing, Chris, how the difference in the Pittsburgh fans are with liking Pittsburgh sports, and Philadelphia fans loving Philadelphia sports, but the two clash and everything. They hate our sports teams and we hate their sports teams. But I definitely think the Phillies.
We're okay with that.
Wait a minute. Time out. Hold the phone. There's no phone here, but hold something. Wait a minute. We do not have hate on humanity.
That's true. That's true.
We just do not like
Strongly
them to
dislike,
win.
correct.
Well, we won't even say strongly dislike. We'll say we want to win.
Well, the Flyers are not liked very much, and the Eagles are not liked very much.
Oh boy.
But it's
we can't have dislike on humanity, man, because they matter too. They just don't matter to us
I wish
necessarily.
the Phillies well. They have a
Yeah,
great
wish them
team.
well already.
I mean, they have a great team.
All
I mean,
right.
I can't beat
but
that.
being that the show will eventually be on the internet,
Oh boy. That means they
I
can
would
see it.
like
Watch
to
out.
thank people that came to PNC Park
Yeah.
from other states to see their other teams.
All right.
I would like to thank those folks for coming to PNC Park and keep coming.
All right. Well, I would like to have Annette ask any other further questions she might have of Ross or Chaz, because now I'm going to get to the meat and potatoes a little bit. Or potatoes, I don't know. Maybe even some vegetables in there. Nah, that's all right. Spinach leaves only.
Well, I have a question for Ross.
Can you get closer to the mic, because we can't hear you?
Yes, how long have you been in the left field, Loonies? And what separates you from the Pirates?